For my next WWF LJN project, I am going to try to take a Ken Patera, the Olympic weightlifter, and I'm going to try and turn him into the figure that I am used to seeing, or at least the color scheme I'm used to seeing, with a black singlet and then not the WWF symbol but the USA symbol on it. He's got a lot of purpling, a lot of stain. I feel like some kid took a marker to him and tried to give him a beard and chest hair and armpit hair. So there's no way to really bring the stains out that you see. So instead I'm going to try to just do a total repaint, pretty much everything from top to bottom. So black singlet, black shoes, brown belt with silver touch-ups. And then I'm going to try to do a Montage of a USA symbol on here somehow with a piece of with a paper. We'll get that going. And the blonde-haired Patera as well. So there we go. And I'm going to probably have to do the skin color, some fashion, probably similar to what I've done with the Honky Tonk Man, but this guy just looks purple all the way around. So this will be a fun one. I'll keep you posted. Black singlet is all finished. That didn't take too long. Put two coats on it. I have the, I think it's the jet black that I put on there. So now I'm going to work the white and maybe the belt a little bit, just to see how that goes. I'm going to save the skin and the hair for last, as well as his nose job, as I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I finished putting some extra coats on Ken Patera, potato, I don't know. But anyways, the singlet, I got another coat on it, and I did his shoelaces. They look awesome, I know. So what I'll do is I'll go back over in black, and I will touch up anywhere where my fat fingers could not get the strings on it. So hey, from a distance it looks pretty good. I never said I was good with the close-up work. But anyways, the big thing is I started working on his nose, which really was pretty flat to begin with. So that's not, there we go. I use just a slight amount of milliput, probably too much. If you're familiar with milliput, it's two tubes of like clay. You mix them together, and then this ends up hardening, and you can fashion it any which way you want. I always use a little bit of water with it on my fingers to make it mix a little better. But I want to see how this looks when it's dried. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it was pretty flat before. So we'll see if this actually holds. I'll probably try to sand it down a little bit and paint it. I'll Mod Podge it first just to make sure it seals it up. And then I will actually paint his entire face. So going pretty good. I did note that he's got this like leg surgery on it. I don't know. I've seen several LJN figures with that mark on it. And then sometimes like, there we go, that little thing, if you can see on the interior of his boot. I don't know if that's just like a printing error, I guess like a model error or whatever. But so there you go. I don't know what else I'll do now. I'll probably work on his belt while that dries up, and then maybe touch up his shoes, and then I'm going to call it a night. So there you go. All right, for today, I'm working on Ken Patera again. Still can't get his name right. Last night, I did a little bit of the work on him, working on his shoes, working on his socks. Today, I decided that I was going to put his USA symbol right there on his chest. What this is what I've done before, is I've used a piece of paper and I've printed it small enough so that it gets onto his chest. I put some Mod Podge behind it, and I put some on top of it, so it should give it a nice gloss coat. You do see a little bit of separation of lines there, but you know what, I'm okay with it because I don't know how else to do this. I'm certainly not going to freehand it, but that should give it a nice little gloss coat. And I like how he looks so far. It looks pretty good. Now I do have to add hair. I have to I will put some Mod Podge on his nose and see how that looks, and then I'm going to change the skin tone as well to try and hide some of that purple also. So we'll do those stages tonight, but right now just the Mod Podge, and we'll get them going. So here's Ken Patera now with the USA symbol in. What I did again is I just cut that out, and then I used Mod Podge on the front side and the back side, and then I blended it with some of the original jet black paint that I used. I think it looks pretty, I'd say seamless, but you can see some of the seam if you look closely. So I blended it in with the jet black, and then I put another coat of Mod Podge on top of that. So right now I'm going with the strange hair color, because what I'll do is I'll show you a picture of Ken Patera here later on, and he had this like light blondish hair. So I'm going to do that for his whole top do, and then I'm going to redo his eyebrows because they were a little bit darker, and then I got to find some kind of skin tone that's going to match his nose, and then I'll probably just do a total repaint of his whole body because he's got all that purple everywhere. I did forget to tell you what kind of paint I used for his hair color. It is vanilla ice cream. And if you've seen any pictures of what he looked like at the time period, this is pretty spot on. It looked like vanilla ice cream, but it was really curly though. So now it's a little bit of trial and error. What I'm trying to do is get a skin tone that I like on Kenny P, so that I can, I don't know, make him look human. So I went with what I worked with before with the Honky Tonk Man. Sorry for the spin. Where you at, Honky? Oh, there he is. Honky Tonk Man back in the back. I used like the sun-kissed peach, as well as melted chocolate and white, and it came out kind of almost a mocha color. I'm gonna try that out. I might actually lighten it up just a little bit more with some more white, and then see, because he needs a total repaint, and I want to kind of obviously match up his nose, but I really like the rest of how it turned out. Looked really good, and this is a nice little version of him. As long as I can get the skin color down, it's looking pretty good. So I'll keep practicing and let you know. Okay, here is the finished product, except for the Mod Podge, and I'll do that real quickly here. This sucker took me forever. I tell you what all I used. Vanilla ice cream on the hair, burnt umber on his belt, timeless gray for the metal on the belt, jet black for everything that's black, and then his skin color was just like mishmash of everything, and I'm about ready to give it up. It looks better than it does on the camera, I can tell right now. It has more of a yellowish hue to it. But you know what? For the details on it, I don't think I did too bad. So I'm okay with it. Even redid the eyes, and hey, they don't look cross-eyed, so I'll take that. So I'm gonna do a Mod Podge on them, and then I'll show you the whole figure. So here's the finished version of Ken Patera. This is the Olympic outfit that he had wore when he had the bleach blonde hair. Overall, pretty happy with how this turned out. This was one that was very time consuming. I hate flesh color, by the way. Absolutely hate it. This one was an absolute total repaint as well. Everything from top to bottom totally got a new paint job on it. This one also had a new nose attached to it, so I used some Milliput on that as well. So I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Look back at the original and see what it looked like, all purpley and such. And so there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give it a shot. If you ever want to do a custom of your own, the worst you can do is fail miserably. And you know what? I've been there too. So just keep plugging away at it. So shout out to my students who are following the page. Jack, here you go. This one's for you, buddy.